What's up guys, Max here, back with some impressions from perhaps one of the most interesting updates we've had for Street Fighter 4 since the game's freaking release. You all know my overall experience with the game. I played a lot of Street Fighter 4 Vanilla. I did not like the game after that iteration very much. I wanted there to be some drastic changes to the Street Fighter system, and there never really was, outside of minor frame changes and kind of little things like that, like adding new characters. But Omega Mode is pretty much what I was looking for in terms of a new Street Fighter game in the Street Fighter 4 engine. Now let's preface this that Omega Mode was kind of designed with fun in mind. It wasn't completely balanced. I don't know if they're going to do many updates for it. There's no ranked for Omega Mode online. You can only do so in endless lobbies, but you can actually play with dudes online with Omega Mode, and it's pretty friggin' cool. I just want to say, there's some things between certain characters like Ken that I just absolutely love. I feel that Ken in Omega Mode is exactly what I was looking forward to with Ken in Street Fighter 4 back in the day, and I didn't really like how he evolved and what kind of character he is. Even though he's really good, the son of a bitch just won Capcom Cup and is technically the best Street Fighter character in the game right now, but I don't have a lot of fun with Ken in SF4. He is amazing in Omega Mode. Between how much damage he can do, there's a lot of characters that can actually use what I would call mini supers, where it doesn't use their entire super bar. It uses 2 bars, but does great damage. Everyone in this version of the game kind of has access to really high damage without a lot of effort. Kind of like a jump in and a low forward into your mini super. Can do about 500 points of damage against the majority of the cast. That's about half their health, which is really good. I think I kind of liked Ultra Street Fighter 4 with Omega Mode actually being a high damage fighting game, kind of similar to the classic versions of fighting games. And what's really interesting is that damage, like how much you actually dish out in Omega Mode, is very similar to what we were seeing with the Street Fighter 5 gameplay. When we finally saw the HUD, the menu, the interface, we saw how everything is actually working, how much damage each punch is doing. Nothing looks ridiculously difficult, nothing looks crazy hard in Street Fighter 5 so far, but it's doing a lot of damage. It hurts. You take away a fourth to like half their life if you put a little bit of effort and meter into it. And that's kind of exactly what's going on with Omega Mode. We made the presumption a little while ago, before Street Fighter 5 was announced, that Omega Mode was indeed going to be the mode that was going to be kind of a testing ground for future Capcom fighting games. And I really do believe that's the case. There's a couple other huge changes to the overall system in Omega Mode that I absolutely love as well. For one, level 1 focus attacks no longer allow you to dash in. If you get hit by a level 1 focus attack, you actually fall to the ground. Another great one is that there's no more hard knockdowns off anything but an Ultra in Omega Mode. So if you throw someone into the ground, if you do anything that would normally cause a hard knockdown, which is pretty much the entire goal in Street Fighter 4, all you want to do is hard knock somebody down so you can get your cross-up mix-up, so you can go for an empty jump low, so you can do any of the things you would do to open up your opponents to get damage. Guess what? That shit is gone. You can quick rise in this game from almost anything, like I said, besides an Ultra, and you realize how much that drastically changes the pace of Street Fighter 4. Just these small little changes, you go in and you nudge this, you go in and you touch that, and all of a sudden, this game that is kind of like, extremely patience-based, turns into a crazy offensive type of fighting game, which I really like. I think that's very cool. All in all, in summary, I played quite a bit of Omega Mode, guys. I was absolutely in love when I started playing Ken, and after I had the time to start testing a variety of characters, I really started enjoying it. You might be noticing from the little bit of footage you're seeing right now that the characters are wearing some pretty crazy costumes, and that's because I wanted to do something very special for Omega Mode and the week of, which will be happening very soon. This is just a small sneak peek at what you can expect, but there's going to be a lot of crazy surprises, especially considering I used the PC version and modified some of the character costumes, and we got some pretty damn good looking ones, and it's pretty exciting, along with the fact that most of the characters are completely changed. So, if you guys haven't had a chance yet, go check out Omega Mode. Let me know what you think of it. I know it's broken, we know that there's infinites, we know that there's crazy stupid stuff with certain characters. So far, I think Sea Viper, Ibuki, and Gen both have infinites in the game because it's not properly balanced. But I do hope that Capcom eventually does something with it. I hope they add a ranked mode for it eventually. And even though it was a free update, they're not making money off of it, I highly doubt that's going to happen. But it honestly is my favorite thing to happen to Street Fighter 4 since vanilla Street Fighter 4. That's how much I love it. As always, dudes, thank you a ton for watching. Thank you very much for hanging out, and stay tuned. We'll have more with Omega Mode very soon, as the full week of will be coming in not too long. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.